Anglers love to catch Alaska halibut. They are powerful fish, sometimes huge, always tasty. Hi, this is Dave Marciano, captain of the fishing boat Hard Merchandise on the National Geographic Channel show Wicked Tuna. My friends who run Alaska charter boats provide a safe and comfortable way for anglers to get out in the ocean and catch halibut. Skilled captains and crews know how to find the fish and make the fishing trip fun. And many Alaskans sport fish for halibut from their own boats. But no matter how you get out in the water, keeping halibut populations healthy is important to everyone who wants to keep fishing long into the future. Alaska's halibut are still abundant, but in recent years, numbers have decreased. The cause may be a change in ocean rearing conditions, but whatever the reason, overall catch limits are down, and fisheries managers are taking steps to conserve this important resource.
Fisheries managers want to reduce the number of halibut taken out of the population while still leaving good opportunity for sport fishermen to catch and keep good-eating halibut. So all sport fishermen have a role to play in reducing the catch and release mortality of halibut.
Let me have a little bit of line.
The halibut is a hardy fish. Lacking a swim bladder, it can be brought to the surface without puffing up like a rockfish. But no fish can be expected to survive rough treatment, severe injuries, and too much time out of the water. A few simple measures can improve the survival of a released halibut. First, determine quickly whether you will keep or release a fish.
Okay, stop right there. You want that fish?
Yeah.
That's a pretty nice one. We can get an estimate here.
A yardstick or markings on the side of the boat can help you measure a fish while it's still in the water.
Yeah, that's obviously over 29. I mean, just...
If you decide to let it go, focus on releasing it gently. Minimize handling of fish. Too much handling can damage the skin and removes a protective slime layer, which protects the fish from harmful bacteria.
Okay.
Handling can also lead to dropped and bruised fish. Keep the fish in the water, if possible, while removing the hook. Use a gaff or a pole with a curved end, slide the crook down the leader, and give a slight twist to grab and roll out the hook. This keeps your hands away from the fish's teeth. If you're releasing a halibut that's too big or one that's still fighting too hard to unhook safely, cut the leader as close to the hook as possible. This keeps both you and the fish from getting hurt, and eventually the hook should work its way out. If you bring a fish on board to measure, photograph, or unhook, wet your hands before touching the fish. Don't use gloves or a towel to hold it. Cradle it with your arms to support its weight and prevent it from hitting sharp objects. Maintain full control of the fish until it is gently released over the side. Never lift a fish only by the tail. Don't touch the gills and don't hold a fish by its gill cover if you're not going to keep it.
This is your second fish, but...
Most halibut fishermen use circle hooks, which usually lodge in the corner of the jaw. They are easy to roll out with fingers, pliers, or a hook removal tool.
They seem to be pretty active.
If the fish is foul hooked, or the hook is so firmly embedded that you can't get it out without causing the fish further harm, cut the leader close to the hook. Never throw back a fish. Gently slide it head first into the water. Some other tips for maximizing halibut survival include: set aside a part of the deck for handling fish that is free of sharp objects. Place padding on the surface to protect the fish if it flops during measuring and hook removal.
Take that barb off without a Dremel and all that. Just a vice grip will do it.
When fishing with bait, use only circle hooks. J-hooks and treble hooks are more likely to injure a released fish. Use barbless hooks or pinch down the barbs. Barbless circle hooks hold the fish almost as well, and they make release easier and less damaging to the fish. If anglers expect to release fish, reel them in directly rather than play them and tire them out. Prolonged struggle exhausts the fish, making it more vulnerable to predators. A fish that's bleeding or visibly injured probably won't survive.
This one's bleeding. We're gonna have to keep it.
International Pacific Halibut Commission regulations state that any fish not returned immediately to the sea with minimal injury must be counted against the angler's daily bag limit.
He's under. Let's let him go.
Let him go?
Yeah.
If you get into a chicken patch with lots of undersized halibut that anglers don't want to keep, move to another location. Some released halibut are bound to die. The fewer halibut that are caught and released, the more halibut that will be available for harvest. Keep a count on the fish you release each day. The information helps fishery managers understand what is happening with the stocks so they can make good management decisions. Finally, be a role model for others in the sport fishery. Encourage other guides and anglers to catch only what they want to keep, to handle their fish gently, and to treat every halibut like it counts.
Conservation of our marine resources is one of our major priorities at Seago, which is why all of our member operators take the time to instruct their clients on gentle release techniques of our halibut resources. Remember, every halibut counts.
It's not hooked very well, but we'll just reverse the hook out like that.